Hello everybody. I wanted to do a quick video on, I don't know if I actually do have other videos on communicating with plants, but I may. But a while ago my sister-in-law came to visit me, and she had just come from a retreat, and I don't remember if it was specifically on talking with talking with plants or various things, but one of the things that she learned was communicating with plants. And she was gracious enough to demonstrate how to do it with me. And one of my favorite places to be is next to this rose bush in the garden. And the rose bush it's a large rose tree. I don't know what it is really, but there are two other rose plants that are growing up within it as well. So it's like a combination of three plants. I thought it was two, but so we started with this plant, and she said, go ahead and touch the plant. And it's an intuitive process, which is so interesting. She said so I touched, based on her instructions, I touched the leaves of the plant and closed my eyes, and images of shapes and things kind of came to me, and she said, whatever comes to you, just go with it. That's what you're getting. So I went with it, and it's such a gentle, intuitive process. You can't force it. You can't, in my experience, you can't even really direct it. You just have to let it happen. And the process that she demonstrated for me and helped guide me through, and I learned, I've developed a relationship with my little ladies back here. And I thought it was two plants, but after communicating with them, I found that it's three. So every time I connect with my ladies, the impression that I get, it's three young ladies. And every time I because it's in my small yard, I always think, well, I wonder if they feel confined, or that their life is outside of nature. Maybe they prefer to be, with closer to other plants or something. This is what I initially think when I go to communicate with them. But as soon as I touch the leaves and interact with them, they're so excited. Like, I get a feeling like they're saying, oh, hi, oh, it's been so long since we've talked to you, hey, how you doing? And it's just so nice to connect with them. And it's funny because when I touch the stem, I tried to get some kind of communication from the stem. I don't feel anything there. It feels locked. But when I touch the leaves, so much floods in. Their beauty, their consciousness comes to me. It's so fascinating. But one of the things that was remarkable to me is their innocence. They're so innocent, And they have a lot of knowledge, but I perceive it as a lot of knowledge because the fact that they are not human beings, they're a rose. And so the information that they have is abundant and new to me. But also, because they are not with, they're not in the wild, they lack a lot of information that they would have gotten from their own kind. And so when I connect with them, they look to me for information. They look to me to attune to the knowledge that I can provide them. So that's one of the things that communicating with them has allowed me to understand, is that when human beings go into nature, the environment around us looks to us to communicate for information and for direction. And it helps me to understand how I must be right with myself, because they are like children in a way that look for guidance. And if you go into maybe an ancient forest or a rainforest or some wild or more established setting, I'm sure that there is a much more wisdom there. But from just communicating with my bush here, I feel like I feel my responsibility as a human being to be, I feel my responsibility, my sphere of influence as a human being on this planet. And it's quite great. And we have a really great responsibility, not in our actions, but in our being to the planet. And so I just wanted to share that. It was a really nice interaction that I had with my young ladies here today. Okay, just thought I'd share that. Thanks. Bye.